I don't think people know how fast we're going to play. The fans are used to defense, but they're not used to seeing banging a three or getting a lob dunk and then hammering back up.
You had this great high school journey and now kind of getting into college.
That was really oh shoot, do I really want to keep doing this?
Yeah, that's
my
when
sister,
life kind of hit. Huh?
Yeah, life hit.
Yeah.
My sister passed away. I wasn't playing the best. I wasn't, I was just going through a lot of things.
Yeah, your mind was just racing.
Yeah, so all my loved ones really just carried me. She was the type to watch my games on her hospital bed.
Yeah.
So that gave me the motivation that I needed to just to keep going. And I had my breakout game. We beat an SEC team. I probably had 10 points in 15 minutes. But it's how I had.
It was allowed. It was allowed.
10 points, 2 back-to-back threes, backdoor layup, and 1 to put us up.
Yeah.
A couple steals, guarded their best player, and I'm like, okay. And then
Welcome back to the Good Old Hoops podcast. I'm your host, Devin Tillis. If you haven't tuned in, our last episode just dropped with Martin. Great episode. Get to know my French brother. Today I'm joined by Malik Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Probably one of the fan favorites coming from California. My brother I've known for a while. First of all, Malik, how you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yep, of course. Let's kind of just get straight into it, A couple days ago, we had our first, big home game.
Yes, sir.
That counted against Ryder. We came out on top, a real, kind of demanding lead that we built on in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about what that was like, just being able to experience, the fan base, play with our new team in a real game. Were there any jitters, or how did that go for you?
Oh yeah, for sure. The first game's always the toughest. Just coming out is the first game that really counts. But it was good for us to, get out there and hoop for real, where it actually counts. It was great to see the ball go in the basket for everybody. It was a great team win that we collaborated to get. And I think our defense won that game. It separated us in the second half. So there was for sure some jitters, especially coming from me. That's my last game
Exactly.
of my college career. So it was fun to experience that. JPJ, good team, bad team, they always come out and support, so that was great to see them again. So
yeah, I feel like it was crazy to see how many fans we got. Coming from mid-major schools, sometimes we'll play a D2 or something like that, and nobody will come, but the fans showed out. Kind of speaking about the fans, talking about the fans again, they got to kind of experience a new brand of UVA basketball. In the Tony Bennett era, was mostly focused on, kind of slowing down the game, playing defense, and, kind of building their runs on defense. For us, it's going to be a little bit of both. Talk about that new offensive schemes that Coach Odom has implemented and how fast-paced you think we're really going to play this year.
I don't think, to answer your question, I don't think people know how fast we're going to play and what that actually looks like. I know that the fans are used to defense and, that shot clock winding down and getting that shot clock violation, but they're not used to seeing getting a shot clock violation coming down, banging a three or getting a lob dunk and then hammering back up, which is our terminology for, pressing up full court. I don't think the fans really got it. I think they got a little taste of it, but just that wear and tear that we're going to put on teams is going to be it's going to be great for us and bad for the other team. It's something that we really worked hard for in the summer, as you know, that we had to prepare our bodies for it because it's not easy. But it's going to be well worth it when it pays off during the course of a season.
100%. Now, talking kind of about both sides of the ball, offensively, what do you think the biggest strengths of our team are this year?
I think the biggest strength offensively is our sharing ability. I feel like we have multiple guys that are coming from different programs that are elite scorers like myself, Jakari, Sam, a lot of elite scorers coming from different programs. And I think that we have a chance to, keep that, but, expand it even more with our European guys. Dallin at the head of the snake, he's already good at, freak, I messed up. Dallin Hall is already good at distributing the ball. So I think that everybody, including myself, is going to show off a little bit of our passing. And then I think our athleticism and our speed. Chance is one of the elite ball handlers on our team that can get downhill and spray out and kick out. And then we have some athletes, I'll tell you that. So, multiple occasions where people try to take the rim down on a Monday.
I mean, we saw Sam try to put somebody in a body bag, but
so Sam tried. So I think that it's going to be a lot of that this year. So I think our confidence on offense is going to really shine this year, and just how connected we are as a group. So
yeah, 100%. And I think the fans saw us shoot a lot of threes. We might have not have made a lot this time. That's not going to happen again.
It was a rough shooting night, Monday night.
Exactly. But I think something that like Coach prides us on is going and rebound every time. And
exactly,
we actually had like an offensive rebound record, I think.
Yeah.
So that's something that's gonna get us a lot of extra points and extra possessions this year. And then kind of on the defensive side, what do you think our strengths are? How are we gonna kind of impose our will on other teams this year?
I think our pressure is going to really impose our will. Fighting through screens, we've really harped on that these last couple of weeks. Just us guards being physical at the point of the screen and blowing things up and being disruptive, getting deflections, getting steals, and just not playing timid. We're going to be in our gaps. We're going to play as a team. We're going to look connected on the defensive and on the offensive end. So I think it's going to be great to see like how passionate we are. Getting a shot clock violation, we're going to get the crowd up that way. So, I think our biggest strength, though, is our disruption.
Yeah, and I think like what's so exciting is like that was our first game. Like,
first game.
Like we're good at a lot of the stuff we do, but there's so much room to grow. Yeah. And I think we're just gonna get that much better, especially when we get into like March when everybody's completely locked in and we know exactly what we're doing. Because once again, we're all new, but to a certain extent, we're not. So it'll be exciting to see how we grow throughout the year. Yeah. Okay, kind of talking about like your own individual performance. Might have been a rough shooting night or stuff like that, but talk about how you felt you did not only as a player but as a leader throughout the game.
I think I did a good job. I mean, I was born a scorer. I know I can put the ball in the basket. I'm not worried about my shot.
This dude has been averaging 20 since he was born.
So I'm not too much worried about my shot.
Exactly. I don't think anybody's too worried about that.
I think the defensive end is where, those 3 stops I got in the second half really separated ourselves. Me just taking pride of, being that key defender that needs to get a stop, can guard 1 through 3, 1 through 4. Yeah. And just, affecting the game in a lot of different ways. Just telling the young guys how to stay confident. I know Chance had a spurt where he went on that, we want to get those players involved to because they're going to be big for us. Jakari started off, had a slow start as well, and I told him to just stay aggressive and just continue to be you because everybody know what each other's capable of, but sometimes you just need that little push in the back. So that's what I'm here for, just breathe that confidence, making players relax and playing to their strengths, and then just playing free out there and having fun because that's what this game is all about.
Yeah, 100%. And I think like something that the fans need to look more forward to is like you're so much more than a scorer, especially throughout this summer, I've seen you grow and being able to drive and make some spectacular passes or just showing that you have that dog. I think the fans should be excited to see Malik's more than just a scorer.
No, for sure.
You're a pro. You can do it all,
Yeah. All-around player.
Exactly. Hopefully going forward, we just continue to keep getting W's and, have an exciting season.
For sure.
Now I want to kind of get into a new kind of segment where we talk about, just your basketball life and your journey and what you've been through. I think I want to start off by saying, when did you first pick up a basketball and why? Why did you want to pursue this journey of hardship?
Yeah, my first time actually picking up a basketball was like when I was 3 years old. Honestly, mom and dad put me in the little Rancho Cucamonga Rec Center League.
Little 4-foot
Yeah,
rims.
little 4-foot rims, and I fell in love with dunking on those. Fell in love with putting that ball in the basket, and then my love just continued to kept growing. I had some problems picking between football and basketball when I was around that 8 to 12 range, 8 to 14 range. And Pops was like, "Hey, you gotta pick one, because once you pick one, you gotta be all in on
You're sticking with it.
So I was like, man, this is tough, because I was better at football because, I didn't really have no skill. Just running around the football, trying to hit someone as hard as I could, built that aggression in me. But I think I fell in love with that basketball. I think my 7th grade year in middle school is when I was like, oh, I can really do something with this. I got a taste what AAU is like, traveling back and forth. Playing for Earl Watson.
I remember that.
You know how it is. And getting all those little tweets, and I got my first mixtape. I was like, oh, what the? And I was just like super excited for that. So I think that, what built my love for it. And then when I started like really diving into it and like working out and sacrificing all the things that I like to do and all that, and hanging out with my friends, and instead of getting shots up and all that, I think when I turned that page was my 8th grade year, the year after. And that's when I just started to say like, oh, I want to do this for a living. I want to do this for the rest of my life, or for a good portion of my life. So that's when I first started, developing my love.
That's awesome, man. I mean, I know growing up, I used to see you all the time.
Yeah.
We both played for Earl Watson. He was always on the better team, you know.
I don't even know about that. I think we were on the same team.
We were on the same team for a little bit.
But you know how it is, a red team or the blue team.
Yeah, what was it, silver, gold?
White. It's all the same.
There was 12 Earl Watson teams.
Yeah, there was 12. Literally.
So you kind of talked about like your 8th grade year was like, I guess like the peak of when you were like, okay, like this is serious. So going into high school, what was high school basketball like? I know you went to Damien and broke almost every record there.
Yeah.
Then me and you played for Compton Magic together, and that's when we started getting our college interests and our offers and stuff like that. But talk about your high school journey.
High school journey was, it was amazing, honestly. Mom and dad wanted to put me in all-boys school. Shout out to my cousins, Jeremy and Justin, who laid the foundation over there. They had all the previous records, Jeremy Hemsley, before I broke all of them. But it was great. My freshman year it started off rough. I didn't start right away. But as conference play came, I got that starting role, and I didn't look back. Was fortunate enough to win my first Freshman of the Year award, and got my first like real offer from that. And I just decided to like keep taking steps, keep finding how I should get better. And then sophomore year, same thing, just playing with another group of guys, but couldn't get over that hump of winning. We were always short in the CIF playoffs. And then junior year, I took that leap again, breaking a couple scoring records and receiving some real offers. That's when I got USC and UCLA and some real big time offers. And then that summer when we had travel ball, we had like 10 championships in a row.
We won it. I feel like we won everything.
we were winning everything.
I remember being in Alabama, and
Alabama.
We went to the championship, and then the other team went to the championship, and Tope was just like, let's just pack it up. We're going home. Everybody, we all won. We took home both trophies.
And that's when there was a better team, which was
Evan Mobley and those guys.
And they won the whole thing, undisputed, everything. And we were right behind them, me, you, Issa Silva, KJ, DJ.
We had a squad, bro.
We had a squad.
Yeah.
And, that was a fun time, Alabama. And Dallas, remember Dallas, where we actually won the 3S something.
We won that tournament, the 3-stripe.
So that was a great run. But after that, entered my senior season, I wanted to actually make a statement and be considered as one of the best players in the country.
Yeah.
After a lot of hard work in the gym and a lot of hours put into my personal journey with God and my Lord and Savior, who has carried me through all the ups and downs of life and has controlled my life in every way. I was blessed to receive a Gatorade State Player of the Year my senior year, so that was a blessing. That was something that I've always wanted, something I've always dreamed about. I set some goals aside going into my junior year, and that was one of them. I didn't make the McDonald's All-American, but that's all good. It wasn't in God's plan.
Politics.
Yeah, politics. Thought Ato was gonna hook me up, but no. All seriousness, I decided to commit to USC, stay at home after the COVID year. I wanted to be with my family, and I thought it was a great decision at the moment. Just being a hometown kid.
Yeah.
USC is.
USC was my dream school too.
It's something that we dream of. Staying at home, all your family comes to all your games. So, yeah, that's pretty much my high school journey.
Yeah, man. You're one of the greatest high school players in California, and there's no denying that.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, so you had this great high school journey, and now kind of get into college. Once again, you've been able to kind of solidify yourself as one of the top players in college basketball, especially going into this year.
Yes, sir.
What has your college journey kind of been like? I know you've had some hardship and stuff like that, but kind of talk about like how you've been able to overcome that stuff and become, the man you are today.
Yeah. I'll tell you, basketball, that's when I really learned that it's not all sweet. When I got to college,
I think a lot of people think being a college basketball player is easy.
It's easy, but it's the opposite. Going into college, going into USC, I was just like shocked when I got there. I was like, whoa, this is different. That team is just coming from an Elite Eight school. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm this freshman that thinks he's all that. And I got humbled real quick. But it was a great learning experience my freshman year. Almost decided to redshirt, but wanted to, that fire in me was like, nah, I can.
Like you're gonna get on the court at some point.
I'm gonna get on the court. I'm gonna get some experience, and I'm gonna take that into the next year and all that. So my freshman year was really tough. Played about a total of like 16 minutes the whole season. But that was when I really realized that I needed to lean on my faith even more. Just getting into my Bible and getting in with my family even more. There was a lot of things going on that year with COVID and all that. So that was a pretty tough stretch. But I thought that there was going to be some light at the end of the tunnel. Going to USC, I wanted to give it another shot. So came back my sophomore year, did great in some summer workouts, thought I could have a key role and all that, thought I could be starting sophomore year, and then games started, and then we're about 6 to 7 games in. I have pretty good role, playing like 15 to 20 minutes a game, and then I had a tragedy in my family. My sister passed away, so that was the toughest moment of my college basketball career, no question. Just going through that, decided to take some time away from basketball.
I remember when all that happened. I'm once again still sorry for your loss.
I appreciate that. It's all good. She's in a better place, but just going through that, I did a real good job of like hiding my emotions. I didn't really get the help that I needed. Until I connected with some family, some loved ones, and got the therapy and all that. But that was like really like, oh shoot, like do I really want to keep doing this? Like
that's when sister life kind of hit.
Yeah, life hit. My sister passed away. I wasn't playing the best. I wasn't, I was just going through a lot of things.
Yeah, your mind was just racing.
Yeah, so shout out to my family, my mom and dad, my brothers, my sisters, all my loved ones really just carried me. Teammates like you, my brothers checked up on me. So that was really a tough moment. I remember missing the game because my my sister's funeral was on a game day, and I missed the game, obviously. And that was like when I was like, this is crazy. This is really crazy.
Yeah.
But after I came back from that, I knew my sister Chanel, rest in peace. I knew she wanted me to keep playing that season, and she was the type to watch my games on her hospital bed.
Yeah.
So that gave me the motivation that I needed to just to keep going. And then I got back, and I wasn't seeing that court at all. So then I was like, this is crazy. I had, I didn't have much. I had 10 to 15 minutes, but it was something.
Yeah.
And I came back, and it was nothing. And I was like, wow, this is crazy how politics work, how life works. It's really next man up, no matter what you're going through.
Yeah.
People want to win, and people, sometimes not the right people, care about what you got going on the outside.
Yeah.
When it's outside the court. So that was a journey of mine. Then going into my junior season, I decided to enter the transfer portal. And it was something I was pretty nervous about because, I don't have a lot of film. Obviously, people know me from high school, but that's high school, and college is a whole different
beast.
So I decided to enter the transfer portal, and San Francisco was probably the first team that called me, honestly, and they were really genuine. I had a previous relationship with Coach Plank when he was at Washington State, when they recruited me out of high school. And their whole thing was just like, hey, let's get you back to where you were in high school. And I was like, man, that sounds good. That's what I needed. And it's still relatively close to home, still in California. So it was a pretty easy decision joining San Francisco Dons. And then I got there, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, they was letting you rock out.
It's time for me to play. It's time for me to get back to what I used to be. But a lot of people don't know what it was like in the beginning. My first 10 games, I clocked in 2 DMPs in my first 10 games, and I didn't start, didn't really play. And that's honestly probably the second thing closest to my sister passing away was not playing there, because once you transfer, you're at another school and you go down a level, you're like, it's really on you. Like, if you mess up this, there's no coming back. So, it's crazy because I laugh at it now, because like all the things that God put me through, it's to get to where I'm at today, and what I preach on and what I continue to just harp in my mind and into all my loved ones' mind and anybody that really needs it for real, is that I walk by faith and not by sight. Because, this world will throw so many things at you that you don't even know. So I really was like, oh, God, please take control, because I don't know what to do at this point. And I'm really like debating if I want to keep doing this basketball thing. Because I'm like, I've done everything. I put the work in. I put the time in. I'm up extra watching film. Have a great attitude even though I'm not playing. Staying good with all the guys. Like, still not being that Debbie Downer and all that. Like, I'm doing everything that I need to do to be successful at this sport. And for that still to not work, like, where do you get your like motivation from after that? And that's when I had to really find it deep down in my heart and really wrap my arms around my loved ones and my Lord and Savior, and like, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and you must have a plan for me that I don't know about. And obviously, one of the verses that I'm huge on is, you may not know now, but later you will understand. That's a big verse that I read almost every day. I have it as my screensaver at one point. And after that, like, 10th game, I think we were going into Arizona State. So here's a little crazy story. Going into Arizona State, that game is the day that my sister passed last year. That was the same day. And I was like, God, maybe you have this being my breakout game. And I'm like, okay, I'm with it. Like, let's do it. I'm a little... sometimes you don't really know what's going on in your brain.
Yeah.
Like how traumatic your body responds on different days and like how that is. But I was like, I'm going for it. Like our book, I'm going for the
You
gap.
just go for it.
And I did not play, so which was crazy because I was like, wow, this is actually insane. So then, next game, we're on a 2-day road trip. We go to Vanderbilt, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go out there. If I get in, I'm just gonna be me, and which I had a problem with. I was trying to tiptoe around. I wasn't being aggressive. I wasn't being my normal self. And I told myself, my family told me, just go out there, have fun, be me, and everything else will take care of itself. Actually, let go and let God take control. And before I was like, I need to do this.
Yeah,
I need
you were
to do
just
this.
kind of coasting.
Yeah. So, and then I jumped in all, and I was like, God, you got all the control in the world. And I have my breakout game. We beat an SEC team. I probably had 10 points in 15 minutes. But it's how I had.
It was allowed. It was allowed.
10 points. 2 back-to-back threes, backdoor layup, and 1 to put us up.
Yeah.
A couple of steals, guarded their best player. Couple assists, 4 or 5 rebounds. And I'm like, okay. And then after that, took off.
Yeah.
Had I'd say the rest of the season, I didn't have a single-digit game, scoring-wise, and became the best defender, and second or third best rebounder, and that's when I was like, okay, I got my groove. And once I got my groove, ended off NIT, had my first 30-point game,
Yeah.
and I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Now let's get it going. Let's replicate this and do it even more and put in the most work I've ever put in ever in the summer.
Yeah.
And that's what I did my senior year. And oh my gosh, that summer was so tough because I actually pushed my body to exhaustion that summer, working out 3 times a day, recovering so I can, stay fresh.
Yeah.
And I go on to have one of the best senior years that I can ever imagine. I was grateful.
I know you were top 20 in scoring.
Yeah. I was averaging
something
20
like that.
points a game, and our team was rolling, and we were winning, and everything felt good. And then I was like, yeah, this is my last year, so I'm trying to go to the league. I'm trying to be a pro now. I'm trying to, get my name called. And then I was going into that summer. Then I was like, waiver. People saying I had an extra year, and I was like, what is this all about? And then my dad was like, yeah, you got an extra year, but we gotta
You got to go through the whole appeal process and stuff like that.
That process. So that was like, oh shoot. I'm like, this is gonna be another journey, and I'm like, oh man, all right, let's do it. And I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I was working out with teams. I did my pro day. I worked out for the Utah Jazz, and then Ryan Odom called me and was like, hey, you got your waiver approved. Before all that happened, though, I had a lot of schools hitting me up.
Yeah, I mean, you've probably had everybody in the country trying to.
Yeah, literally everybody in the country trying to, say, we can do this for you, we can do that. We can do something with your waiver. But I would say Virginia was the only school that really stuck through that process from the beginning to the very end.
Yeah.
And they were very genuine, the coaching staff.
I actually can remember when I came on my visit here.
Yeah.
They're like, you know Malik Thomas? I was like, yeah, I know that guy. They're like, why? I was like, why? And they're like, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. Trust. We're gonna get him. I was like, really? So, I was like, all right.
that was the first. They were probably the first team to ever reach out to me in the portal, because a lot of teams were like iffy about the waiver and stuff. But they were like, hey, we want you here. We'll help you with your waiver, all that. And then I got my waiver approved. I took my name. I withdrew from the NBA draft, and now I'm here. So blessings.
Hey, that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
I mean, you've had a long journey.
It's been a long journey. And I can genuinely say that even though I was going through so much, that I always had a smile on my face. I always had a good attitude. I was always cheering my teammates on when my name wasn't being called. And I honestly knew how to, deal with adversity going through it so much now. So it's obviously a blessing in disguise is what I call it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's great. Like, you had a great mindset. Like, through everything you've been through, you were chin up, chest out, and you just kept pushing. And once your name was called, man, that's when
time.
that's when it was time. And
literally,
now you're looking to be this year, especially, you know, in your last year, looking to be one of the best players in college basketball. And I definitely think you can do it. So
man, appreciate you,
I'm in your corner always, you know.
Always, man.
I'll be there getting you to rock or whatever.
Hey, man, one thing you need to go do is pass that ball.
I'll give Malik that rock.
On time, on target, always.
All right, now we got into your basketball journey. Now let's just, you know, kind of get into like getting the fans to know kind of who you are just as a person, you know, not as much, you know, focused on basketball.
Yeah.
What are like some of your hobbies? Like if you go home right now and you're like, all right, I got the day off. What are some things you're gonna do?
I'll tell you right now, you know, I got 3 pets at home. I got a mini farm. My dog Thor.
Yeah.
My cat LJ and my other cat Queso, which was 2 cats. The 2 cats were from my girlfriend that she brought here. So I'll tell you, me and Jasmine, we go feed them, making sure they good, and then we go out, we go walk, and we go to a movie. We go to a movie. We go get some coffee and some Duck Donuts. That place is fire. Duck Donuts.
Duck Donuts. I've never been to Duck Donuts. Is it actually fire?
You have to try it, bro. It's so good.
I'm gonna get Duck Donuts this week.
Hey man, we got to do an NIL deal or something for the team. Duck Donuts. I'm telling you, if you haven't tried it, it's the best donuts that I ever had, and we're used to Krispy Kreme. You know, so I say it's gonna be a chill day though. We're gonna go watch a movie. We're really big into movies. Probably take Thor on a walk, and then probably just dive in our Bible. Just reflect and talk to our fam back home before it gets too late for us, and they're just getting their day started with the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's a pretty chill day, honestly. Me and Jasmine are pretty competitive, so we'll probably do some bowling. We'll probably play some video games, and yeah.
Hey, that sounds like good vibes, bro.
Great vibes always. Yeah. So. Yeah.
All right, getting into you as a person. If you had to give yourself 3 words to describe Malik Thomas, what would the fans need to know about who you are?
Ooh, 3 words.
3 words. I know there's a lot, but let's narrow it down to 3.
Okay. Passionate. Funny. Faithful.
It's a good 3.
Yeah.
The big 3 right there.
Funny, faithful.
The big 3 right there. Let's hold that down.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, let me ask you. What are 3 words you would describe yourself?
3 words I would describe myself. Funny.
For sure.
I'm top tier funny. Just know that. Joyful.
Joyful is a great one.
And respectful. Those are my 3. Gotta have respect for everybody.
Oh yeah, for sure. Raised right.
100%. Shout out Darcy and Robert Tillis, by the way. Capturing it. This might be a hard question, but it might not be. Okay. In 10 years, you know, hopefully you're still in the league.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sitting courtside at a Laker game with Malik Thomas playing. But
sure.
I don't know. Where do you see yourself in 10 years, whether that's still playing basketball or you can kind of get into what do you think your life after basketball is going to look like?
Life after basketball. That's crazy that you say that because me and my girlfriend Jasmine were just talking about like what will we do after. I would say I will be married. I will have some kids. I'll be coaching them kids and whatever they do. And I'll have my fair share of businesses going on. Really, this past year, my mom is a realtor, my dad's a construction worker, so they're a power couple themselves. So they really laid the foundation of how business looks like. So I think I'll be really into real estate. That's a big one for me. So hopefully we'll all be back at my place in San Diego, back at me and your place in San Diego.
San Diego.
Yes,
that's where I'm living.
hey, so we'll for sure be coaching our bad kids or something.
We might have the starting 5 out there.
The best starting 5 ever.
Man, hopefully my kids get the athletic genes. I don't know.
No, they will. They will, man. But yeah, I mean, I see myself, tying into a lot of businesses. something that's always been a goal of mine too, ever since I was a young boy, was to open up a church as well.
That would be awesome for the community.
So open up a church for the community. I know that I would be nothing without my Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
And he gets all the credit for my life. So just finding different ways to give him the glory. Opening up that church would be something big that I would want to do. So I think that's where I can see myself in 10 years right now, a little rough draft. So,
yeah, that'd be awesome, man.
Yeah.
All right, now just like the last kind of few questions for the pod today. I want to talk about your goals, What are your goals for, this year, individually, as a player, also as a person, and then what are your goals for our team?
Number one goal is to win the Natty.
Yeah.
That's obvious. But the steps to get there, I want to make it a emphasis that we're undefeated at home. Undefeated at home, winning the ACC championship, getting that number one seed back to, 2019 Virginia, getting that number one seed again, and making a run in the tournament. I feel like winning takes care of all of the goals that I individually have.
100%.
Because, I've been a part of losing teams, but being the best scorer on a losing team, and
it doesn't mean nothing.
Awards. Yeah, so I think winning will take care of most of the goals that I want for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I think winning. And then as far as team, like our goals for the team, I think just the first thing, I think that we just all need to have confidence and have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my last year. This is your last year.
Definitely.
Dallin's last year. Jakari. So I think it's best for us to just soak in every moment we get.
Mm-hmm.
Not taking anything for granted, not taking a day for granted. There's going to be long days. There's going to be short days. There's going to be good days and bad days. Yeah. But I think if we stay even keel, not get too high, not get too low, I think that's ultimately what's going to continue to push us forward.
I think the best part of that too is we get to do it together.
And
like nobody's
exactly.
on their own.
Exactly. And I think we do a great job as a team. Like, this has been the closest that I've been to a team like ever. So, whether that's grabbing dinner with somebody, we all going to bowling, or, I'm hooking everybody over with some food.
Hey, Malik and his girl brought me food when I got surgery, so they got me right.
Yeah. I feel like we do a great job of taking care of everybody. You're obviously the leader with that. You make sure everybody's good. Even going to BJ's yesterday.
Yeah, we went to BJ's for Down's. Made sure everybody went to BJ's for Down's birthday the other day. Yeah. Terrible service. Don't go to BJ's.
Yeah, no promo.
5 minutes away from JPJ. I'm telling you, put this in the video. Put this in the video.
And we were going there. We were going there for Pazookies on Tuesdays. Well, we grow up doing every Tuesday when we were in high school, and that was bad. But I think we do a great job of team bonding. Paintballing was so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my first time doing paintballing.
That was lit.
So I think those outside activities are going to connect us more when things get hard, because it's going to get hard at some point.
For sure.
And when it does, we have each other. Mm-hmm. We can grasp on each other and lean on one another. So I think our biggest goal for the season as a team is to just stay with the process. So, yeah.
100%. Well, Malik, thank you for coming on the pod today.
Thank you, brother.
It was a great little chat we had today.
Yeah, great chat.
Wahoo Nation, if you're tuning in, once again, go tune into the last episode with Martin. And now you guys get to learn more about my friend Malik Thomas, best scorer in the country, one of my best friends. Thank you guys. Wahoo Nation. Peace out.
Yes, sir. Wahoo Wah. For the DT.
Yep.